Hey guys, I'm here with a video to share a project I've been working on for the past couple of weeks, I guess, off and on. I have been on winter break. Today's my last day of winter break. I'm so sad, but last week I did get a chance to finish up this album, which I've been wanting to work on. I started an album a while ago when I first got back into crafting a couple months ago, and for some reason I just stopped and I haven't gone back to it. It's the one with my dogs. So I've been working on a couple of other projects, and one of the other things I wanted to work on was just this canvas album of Cameron and I. And I picked up this canvas album. It was on sale. It was a little like recollections kit at Michael's when I went to Michael's for like the first time in a long time, and so I got this. And I finally got around to decorating it. I printed a bunch of pictures off my phone and used them for this album. The whole theme I was kind of going for was like use as much lace as I possibly can, because I have cases of, vintage laces and my collection of laces that I've just been saving, and I can't part with them because I like them so much, but I don't use them. And so I just decided, you know what, I've got to use some of them. In the front, I made some flowers. These two flowers I just handmade with a couple of different laces, and I just took a piece of 6-inch lace, and I did a running stitch and I pulled it together to make a circle there. And I'm pretty sure I've made flowers in other videos. I can't remember, but I think I have. Anyway, so these are just simple flowers I made with 2 or 3 layers of lace. Same thing here. And then I just put some bling in the middle. And this little button thing down here was something from a recollections kit that I got next to this album. Now this flower was made by my friend Leonie. Thank you, Leonie, for the flower. The only thing I did was I added a little doily on top, a pink doily, and then this cameo that I had. But she made the bottom, and it was so pretty. She had like all these petals here and the fibers and the doilies on the bottom, so I just added a doily and a cameo on top. Over here I have a resin frame. This was also from Michael's, and it was next to, there was like a whole little section with a recollections kit and then embellishments that matched, and they were just so cute, these different pink colors. So I got the little resin frame, and that's Cameron and I. This was just taken a couple months ago. What I did up here was I put little fishtails on the laces, and I actually got this idea from Tamika, and she, on one of her recent projects that she did, she had a couple of fishtails using this exact lace actually, and I thought it looked so cute, so I had to steal the idea from her and use it here. And I have a couple over here as well, and then just what I have over here, just a bow with some different a lace and a vintage lace that I had. And then tucked back in here I have a little key. And then originally I did layer some paper here, but then it's kind of covered up, you can't really see it. And then there was actually some different laces that were layered as well, but you can't really see it because I ended up covering up most of it. So that is the front, and I'll try to take some pictures of this. And then as I go through the pages, I'm just going to kind of quickly show you. And like I said, the whole idea for this was just to use like as many laces as I could. I just really wanted to use up some of those laces I've been saving and, actually use them on something. So here's, and all of the pictures are Cameron and I, or just Cameron. So I have a picture of us. This was probably about a year ago. And I have just some papers layered and a wide lace I have layered. And then over here I have some different laces, and then this was actually a Prima sticker with the bling on it and the pearls and stuff. And I just have some doilies layered, and I actually have a rhinestone buckle with some lace, vintage lace woven through it. And then here I have 2 tags that I made. These are just pictures of us, and then I have some little sentiments on the back here. It talks about our first date, first time we met, stuff like that. And it's all stuff I have in my head, but I figure, 20, 30 years down the road, I may not remember as vividly as I do right now, so I better write it down. And then this was just a little pocket. I did not make this. This was part of the little kit that came with this canvas album. The canvas album came with like different papers and embellishments and things, and most of them I did not use, but these little envelopes were cute, and then I could put the tags in there. And then on the tags, I just put a couple of different vintage laces and strung them through the top. And then here on these pages, I have a couple of different papers layered. Now, some of the paper is from the paper collection that came with this 6x6 canvas kit, and it is a Recollections. I don't remember the name. It had something to do with love, I think, but it was next to all the Recollections embellishments. And one of the papers is from there, and then a lot of the other papers are from the art journal stack, Jody Lee, and those were papers that I was hoarding for something special because it's my absolute favorite paper pad. It's the Prima art journaling paper pad, and it is just my absolute favorite. Actually, let me go get it. Okay, here it is. It's the art journal pad by, let me see if I can get that in there, Jody Lee. And then it just has all of these like pastel watercolor papers, and I've used one of all of them, but then I was saving one of all of them for something special, so I finally broke that out and used it here. And I need to go see if I can find another one of those stacks. It's my absolute favorite, even more than romance novel. Romance novel is like one of my top favorites, but that is probably my favorite, that stack right there. So I've been saving it, and I figured I would use it for this project. So here's another picture. This is one of my favorite pictures of us. It was around when we first met, a couple months after that. And then I just have a bling up here that says love. And then I have a lot of my vintage laces just layered in the background. And what I did was I distressed the papers, I put down a few layers of laces, and then distressed the picture in the paper and put those down. And I just used Fabri-Tac glue for all of this. For the laces, I used my hot glue gun. And then that's another picture. We went to a wedding. And then here is another one. This was actually recent. We went to some races. He really is into car racing, and we have a track about an hour away from us in Orlando that we like to go to, and we go with his family a lot. And so here I have another pocket, and this one I just decorated with some different laces I had in my stash, and here's some appliques I had, and the whole background is all laces. And then again, I have some tags, and then I have some little notes on the back. So that one is of him, and that is the first picture ever that he sent to me the day after we first hung out. And then I have little notes on the back. And then again, I have just little laces tied through. On this page, I don't think I really used any paper. I just have a really pretty lace glued onto the background, and yes, I used the hot glue to glue the laces, and then Fabri-Tac to glue most of the other stuff. This is a picture of us recently when we went camping, and then I have some doilies here in the background, and actually I just put some of these in my shop. I got a table runner when I was in Cocoa Beach, probably almost 2 years ago with Cameron. We were on vacation. They had a little vintage shop, and I found a table runner with these doilies, and then a table runner with pink and peach doilies, and I was just hanging on to them because I didn't want to part with them, but I went ahead and took half and put half in the shop and kept half. I don't need a whole table runner full of doilies, but I did use them for the booklet. So here I have another picture of us camping. Also, this was on the same trip. And I have some little tags with some little, these just have little notes on them about the camping trip and things. And then I have, this was just a pocket. I can't remember if I made this one. I think I maybe just made it just a simple pocket I made using just some paper, just big enough that I could put the tags in. And then I have some more doilies. And then here I have just some pictures of Cameron, and then I use the art journal stack paper again in the background, and then I have some of my favorite laces layered here. And then I have another tag with some different things layered, and I don't think I have, I don't have anything written yet. I think this was the one where I need to go back and write something. I just made sure I put a tag there, that way I could. And that's him at our favorite restaurant, which is Conky Joe's. They have seafood and crab legs, and I'm actually, it's strange because I'm not a seafood person as far as like fish and different things go, but I love crab legs and shrimp. So we both really like that place. And here's a picture of him driving in his Monte Carlo. It was one of the first months or two that we were together. No, we got 2 more pages. Okay, so let me go a little faster. Here we have, this was when we were in Cocoa Beach when I got the doilies, the table runners. And they were ridiculously priced. I probably paid more for that table runner. I probably paid $30 for that each table runner just because it was like at this fancy vintage shop, but they were so pretty that I got them. Alright, and then I have some of that paper in the background from the art journal stack, and I have some different little pieces of appliques and things here. And then on this page I have just some of my favorite laces again that I've been hoarding, some vintage laces, and this really beautiful fancy decadent one, and this here I believe Bonnie gave these to me, so thank you Bonnie. And then this was a picture of us last 4th of July. And then this, I believe, is the last photo, or the last page, sorry. And I have some different laces layered here to make kind of like ruffles on the edge, and just some of my favorite vintage ones that I have. And then this was during Christmas time. And then over here, what I did was I actually glued all of this onto a, you can't see the bag anymore, but it's a glassine bag. And then I was able to put a whole bunch of stuff in here. I don't know if oh yeah, I've got pictures. I have, the bag opens up big enough that I can just put a bunch of stuff in there. So I have just a bunch of other extra pictures of us here. And I put those in the bag. Just some extras. And then I had a bunch of little pictures that were left over from the project that I made him, the 52 Reasons I Love You. I had a lot of the extra little pictures left over. I printed so many of them that I just put a little collage on a tag. And I can write something on the back, I just haven't yet. And then that's that. And this is probably one of my favorite pictures of us. It was one of the first times we went out together. And that's it. I don't have anything on the back. And then I have it so that I can tie it here with like a little knot. And I just have it sitting on my desk like this so it can just be displayed like that. So that is my project that I've been working on. If you have any questions about anything that I did or anything that I used, please feel free to ask in the comments below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I hope everyone is having a wonderful start to their new year. Have a great day, guys. Bye.